What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Boring Money. Welcome to the Boring Money Show, where we help you stay calm, print money, and have life on your terms. Now, in today's episode, what I want to talk about is just really what's happening in the market. There's a lot of things going on. And if you've noticed, you've started to see some rise in asset values and in crypto and all these different things that are happening. You're probably wondering what's going on. A lot of it is being driven by the fear in the financial system and what's going on with the financial system there. Now, what I want to do is clearly communicate that this is not financial advice by any means whatsoever. All I'm doing is sharing what's worked for me, some of the investment principles that I've learned over the years, and this is for pure entertainment purposes. If you're seeking financial advice, if you have issues with your own portfolio, seek a financial advisor, somebody who's licensed and who's qualified to be able to meet you at your unique needs. This is just for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only. What I wanted to do is just talk about how I'm currently playing the market. And I want to give you my strategy for how I play when I'm gambling a little bit in crypto. It's like very, very calculated gambling, if you can call it that. But whenever I see Bitcoin rise by more than 5%, what I actually do is I go to coinmarketcap.com and I go to a list. They have a filter called metaverse tokens, right? I click on that. And what I do is I find the assets in the metaverse that I want to roll the dice on, right? So when Bitcoin goes up by more than 5%, go to coinmarketcap.com. I click on it and I look at the metaverse assets there. And then I'll just put $100, $200, $300 into each one. And I prioritize the ones that I can find on either Coinbase or crypto.com or Binance.us. And I'll just put a few $100 in those, right? And what has been happening, and I've been doing this for a while now, is when Bitcoin goes up by like 5%, there's a delay in the rest of the market, right? There's like a 1 to 2 week delay in the rest of the market that follows Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is the tide that rises all ships. So when I see it go up by like 5%, I have an alert that lets me know. Then I'm like, okay, cool. I have a list of all these assets that I'm doing due diligence on, that I'm studying, that I'm searching for, that I'm looking at, that I'm analyzing in preparation for when Bitcoin does make that raise, right? So as soon as it goes on that run, I deploy some dry powder into some of these assets and just sit and wait, right? I sit and wait and I watch them. I'll get an alert when those assets go up by more than 10%. So when they go up by more than 10%, I'm looking at it, I'm slowly starting to take profits. And that's literally the game, right? So that's how I play like the kind of like the bull market and the bull rally. Whenever I see like Bitcoin going a little bit on a run, right? Those assets typically have a delay. So I'll look at them, analyze them, deploy some capital there and push it up. So that's not a very boring strategy, but I try to make it as boring as possible by just setting the alerts for Bitcoin. And then I set the alerts for the assets that I'm looking at, right? So I know when to enter and when to exit. And that's really all I do. And right now, because there's so much fear in banks and in the central financial system, there's a lot of capital being poured into the blockchain. And that's what's causing some of the price to go up. And I think it's a false rally for me personally. I don't think we're back in the bull market. I don't think the bull rally is back. I think it's a false rally. So for me personally, I've been taking out profits very quickly, right? So I'm going back to playing some of those altcoins and some of those plays, but I'm taking profits very quickly and aggressively. I'm not waiting to see how it goes. As soon as it goes up more than 10%, take profits and wait for the next cycle. What's going on? I wanted to take this time to quickly interrupt this video or this podcast. If you found this helpful and you're interested in getting started investing on the blockchain, we have an incredible program called the Boring Money System inside of our Wealth Sanctum. What we do is we'll guarantee you'll produce cash flow within the first 30 days of setting up your first digital cash flowing real estate on the blockchain,
or you don't pay. So if you're interested in that, there'll be a link somewhere in the show notes for you to be able to apply and schedule a free strategy session where we can look at your portfolio, look at your financials, and figure out what would be the best and most efficient way to deploy capital on the blockchain to guarantee cash flow. Hope to see you on the inside. Back to the show.
Right now, if I'm wrong and it continues to go up, I can re-enter at a higher level, knowing that I'm entering at a higher level. But if I know it's going to continue to go up, I'm okay taking that risk, right? But I'm not okay holding on to some of those what we call shit coins for more than a few weeks. If it starts to pump more than 10%, I want to exit my position pretty quickly and play it safe. So that's how I'm currently playing the market right now. That's what some of my friends are doing while the market is being a little crazy. And so if you want to get really dangerous, if you find like the top 10 assets that you really like in the metaverse, for me personally, I have a list of 10 assets that I really, really like. When Bitcoin dips more than 10%, I actually put a little bit of money into those assets because I know those are going to come down significantly. And I know when Bitcoin goes back up on its rally, those assets go on in a crazy rally. They go a little bit parabolic, right? The most recent one that I played was called Floki, right? Bitcoin was down quite a bit, and I was like, all right, I know when Bitcoin comes back, Floki's going to go on a crazy run, and it went up like 300%, right? So those are just some opportunities, and I'm just sharing with you what I've done, what I'm doing, and how I play some of the different strategies in the market and how I make those adjustments. But you have to do your own research, right? There are these arbitrage opportunities literally in all of the economy, right? People are using the same arbitrage opportunity in real estate with short-term rentals. They use the same arbitrage opportunity with wholesaling products. They use the same arbitrage opportunity with information, with technology, with all these different things. And that's really all it is. It's an arbitrage opportunity to exploit the inefficiency in the market and use it to make some money. So pick one asset class that you want to study, that you're obsessed with, that you like learning about, and you're passing, and start finding these little arbitrage opportunities to where it's like, oh, wow, like I can actually find this cheaper here and sell it at a markup here, right? That's an arbitrage opportunity where I'm like, I know when Bitcoin dips 10%, these assets get extremely suppressed. So if I get in here when it's suppressed, when Bitcoin goes back up 10%, these assets go on a crazy run, right? I can sell it as it starts to go on a run. There's my arbitrage opportunity. I pocket the difference, right? And you can start finding those opportunities throughout the entire economics landscape. They're everywhere, right? You just have to be, one, obsessed with learning the asset class and pay attention to the patterns that you see, so that when you see those opportunities, you're positioned to take advantage of it. All right. So hope you found this helpful. Till next time, stay calm, print money, and have life on your terms.
If you found this video helpful, chances are you're gonna find a ton of value in our Boring Money community, where I'm in there live, actively sharing articles, market updates, and just educating you on what's going on in the market real time. So if you don't want to wait for another one of these episodes or another video training to come out, and you want to have live updates on what's happening in the market, go ahead and join the Boring Money community, where you can have access to us and be able to ask any questions that you want, and potentially even get featured in an episode. Till next time, hope to see you on the inside.